Hi, welcome to the Leadership Doctor, where we talk about all things leadership. I am Dr. Christine Fugilio. Today, we're going to continue our masterminds on John Maxwell's The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. We're going to go with law number 3 today, which is the law of process. And leadership is definitely a process. It's not to be confused with an event, a one and done. It is a continual process that you grow and it evolves. And it's also a great investment, and it's also a continual investment. So I'm going to go through a few of the phases for leadership growth so that you can have an opportunity to kind of map out a plan of how you're going to grow and improve in leadership. So the first one is of the phases is I don't know what I don't know. So, what this is sometimes we fail to recognize the value of leadership, and oftentimes we don't even see ourselves as leaders. So, if we don't see ourselves as leaders, we don't think that we would be signing up for a leadership class or conference. We don't think that we have what it takes to be a leader. And in this space, think about what we talked about last episode, which was leadership is about influence. So if you have the ability to influence people, then you have a leadership trait that can be developed. And when we say influence, it's something as simple as you can influence someone to your side of a conversation. You can influence someone maybe to buy something. 9 times out of 10, there are at least 4 opportunities throughout the day where you are trying to influence or can successfully influence someone to either your side of thinking or to make a decision of some sort. So, I don't know what I don't know is the first phase of leadership growth. Second phase is I know that I need to know. So we do understand that because we are often in leadership roles by default, sometimes we know that we need to learn how to be a leader. I always use the example of in a call center shop, people who produce good numbers are often promoted into a leadership role, but they are rarely given leadership training. And that's where the investment comes in. Either the organization you work for is going to invest in you to become a better leader, or you take that on for yourself if you want to be a good leader. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourselves monetarily, physically, and this is a continual development stage. Again, leadership is learning how to be a good leader. It's a process, it is not an event. Okay, and also being in charge does not mean the same thing as being a leader. That's a great quote from John Maxwell's book that I love, and I think it's so relevant today. Many people think because you're in charge, you're the leader. Often that's not the case, and you can look around you to see that. Okay, number 3, I know what I don't know. Take inventory of what you know as a leader, what you think you know as a leader, and then what you don't know as a leader. And then outline a plan to learn it. Then you execute the plan. So I know what I don't know. We often know that I know if I don't have the ability to go into a conference and speak on a subject matter that I'm not familiar with. So, as a leader, I'm going to take some time to invest in myself to go learn about whatever the topic is, become well versed on it, so that when I am before other people, I have the ability to come across as a strong, knowledgeable leader. Okay. Number 4 is I know and I grow and it starts to show. Leaders are continual learners. And you continually learn by going to conferences, by listening to tapes, books, or TED Talks. Often when I'm in my office and I'm working on a report or I'm working on something at work, I have something playing in the background. Usually it's a TED Talk or some type of leadership conference or leadership lesson that is constantly playing in the background. And then I purposely take time out of the week to at least do one thing for my own leadership development. That's how you continually evolve and you grow. And that could be reading recent articles. And that's also writing out things that say, hey, this is a leadership lesson. I think I can learn more from this. That includes doing research. So once you start to do that, it starts to show up. And people start to recognize you as a leader, which goes into our fifth process, which is I simply go because of what I know. And this is when you are an automatic leader. You automatically move into the leadership role, sometimes whether you want to or not, because you've learned these skill sets and you know how to apply them. And then this is where your investment pays off. John talks about a story in which people are hesitant to grow in their own leadership space. He even shares how, in his first experience as a leader, while he was in charge, he knew that he had opportunities for leadership growth. So it's very important that we recognize that and we start to invest in ourselves. Invest into why, first ask the question, do I want to be a leader? And if you want to be a leader and you want to be a phenomenal leader, that's an investment that I would be very excited to invest in. So I think that take some time to think about these phases of leadership and then start to create a plan for your own leadership growth and then start to execute that plan because you can only become better if you grow. Leadership is kind of like technology, right? Leadership and technology back in the day is old. It continues to evolve. Technology continues to evolve, leadership continues to evolve. And for you to be a great leader, you have to evolve with that. I hope this was helpful. Remember, we're talking about John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. These are available. You can click on the link that's in the comment section so that you can get a copy of your own. It also comes with a workbook, which is extremely, talk about a great investment. This is a good investment for learning how to be a great leader because it gives you awesome exercises that you can do for your own personal leadership growth. Again, our goal here is to make leadership great again. We'll talk to you next time.